नमस्कार, मैं हूं राजीव तिवारी और आप देख रहे हैं पब्लिक आंदोलन। और आज हमारे साथ खास मेहमान हैं नई दिल्ली में कनाडा एम्बेसी में तैनात हेड ऑफ एडवोकेसी एंड पब्लिक पोलिंग शौक, जो यहाँ पे LGBTQIA के मीडिया सेंसिटाइजेशन वर्कशॉप में भाग लेने के लिए आए हैं। उनसे बात करते हैं। मिस्टर कॉलिंग, most welcome to our channel and particular in UP at Lucknow. What do you think that this community LGBTQ, the social scenario, what is the difference between the Canadian socialist stigma and in here in India?
Well, thank you very much, sir, for having me on your program, and thank you for the welcome to UP. It's the first time I've been able to come to Lucknow because I'm based in Delhi, and it's been lovely. So yes, I think some of the things that we're going to be talking about today at today's media sensitization workshop are about the dynamics that the LGBTQIA plus community has in India. In Canada as well, there are dynamics and the ways that the community works and lives that are, we have some similarities and some differences that we have in India. What we try and do with our work as a High Commission here is to support the community as much as we can, and in terms of gaining acceptance and equality, because at the end of the day, it's about everyone being treated equal, everyone having the same treatment and rights. So we're very happy to be able to do that here in a specific way, working on media sensitization, and we're excited to be able to do that with Surmaya and be in Lucknow.
What do you think that there is a case in Supreme Court of India, the same marriage between the LGBT community? What do you think that in prospectus of Indian old culture, is this feasible to make it possible?
Right. So yeah, I wouldn't want to comment specifically on the case. I mean, that's a matter for the courts and for the people in the Indian government. What I can say is in Canada that same-sex marriage was legalized in 2005, and there's been other legal protections that have been put in place since then. Including this past year, in 2022, there was a ban on conversion therapy, which was a very insidious practice that tried to convert people who were of a certain orientation back to what they were, and we also have protections for trans individuals and other people. So that's been our experience, and I can speak basically to that. What we try and do with the work in India, as I said, with organizations like Surmaya, is promote diversity, equality, acceptance in whatever sort of field or way that makes sense for that organization, that group, and that community.
Except this LGBTQIA community, what are the other fields you are educating in India for social causes?
Right, so that's a very good question. So our priorities for our High Commissioner for Canada and India are diversity and inclusion, which includes the advocacy for LGBTQIA+, gender empowerment, especially young women's empowerment, in economic spheres especially, climate change and the environment. That's one that's becoming more and more prominent in the past few years. And then freedom of expression and media freedom. Those are the four core areas that we work on in terms of rights. We also do a lot in trade and investment and supporting people links, but those are the things that I work on in my role.
There are so many Indians residing in Canada, you must know. Mm-hmm. And what do you think, and most of them are Punjabis. What do you think that after Yogi Adityanath, after being CM here in Uttar Pradesh, what is the prospectus of UP students or UP industrialists to be there for their studies or their businesses?
Right. Yeah, so you're right. We have a very large, prominent, and very successful Indian diaspora in Canada who we're very proud of. We've got almost 2 million in our latest statistics. I know in Indian standards that's not very much, but for Canada that is. And many have and do come from Punjab, and we're very proud of that, and that's been the history. But there is certainly more diversity in terms of where people are coming from in the past few years. I've got a large Gujarati based diaspora as well, and lots of folks from the south, from all over the country, and students, as you alluded to, especially make up a huge bulk of those numbers. And I know we already have many that are coming from UP. We welcome students from everywhere, and we have many programs for whatever they could be studying or taking, whether they're undergraduate programs, technical programs, college programs. So we're not targeting one area or another. We welcome everybody to come. And so if there are programs that the CM has put in place to encourage more students to go overseas, we would welcome them to apply and to come and study in Canada.
Yeah. So, what do you think that in UP, the Yogi Adityanath is as a chief minister, there are so many schemes, social schemes for many other communities. Would you like to meet him and to ask something more planned about this community?
Well, so I should say, actually, I've unfortunately not met the Chief Minister, but our High Commissioner, who is our ambassador here in India, he did meet with the Chief Minister in August of last year, had a very, very productive and great meeting. They talked a lot about trade and investment and economic growth, because that's a key priority for the Chief Minister as well as for Canada, and about ways that Canadian companies and businesses can help support UP's growth and vice versa, what opportunities there are in Canada. And they also, yes, talked about community and social programs. I know there are many very popular programs here for support for different communities, whether it's through food or support for farmers in many ways. And so they had an excellent discussion about that. And obviously it seems like those programs are widely supported by the many people across the state. So yeah, of course, if I had the chance, it would be a great opportunity, but that's something that's done by our High Commissioner, and I'm sure he'll have another meeting in probably the next year or so with the Chief Minister again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here in Lucknow, and thank you for being here thanks for talking with Public Andolan. Thank you so much. आप थे कॉलिन चौंग, हेड ऑफ एडवोकेसी कनाडा एम्बेसी में। इनका ये मानना है कि जिस प्रकार से भारतीय समाज में LGBTQIA के लिए अब धीरे धीरे जागरूकता बढ़ रही है, और आज जो कार्यक्रम यहाँ पे सुलभ मिलाप फाउंडेशन की ओर से हो रहा है, ये उसमें एक पड़ाव का काम करेगा। और आने वाले समय में न सिर्फ इंडिया बल्कि यूपी से भी कुछ यूपी में इनके और भी गतिविधियाँ होंगी और भी प्लान होंगे समाज के दूसरे वर्गों के लिए भी उनकी मदद करने के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच। देखते रहिए पब्लिक आंदोलन। अगर ये आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो इसे लाइक करिए और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करिए।